Hello everybody, I'm back. Didn't do anything on it yesterday, so I'd like to work on the journal today. I've just taken out a few bags of Lavish Laces goodies. There's some really pretty flowers and things in that one. And all the different little laces and trims. She has such a wonderful variety in her store. I think they just fell out when I was taking those other ones out. So I'll put those to the side. I'm just after little ones. I would like to do something for the page edges. You know, some little page edges to pretty it up. Not quite sure. So because there's still a lot, especially these. Oh, that's what I was going to do, wasn't it? I was going to decorate these tucks as well. So maybe we'll do that first, and that way I can get into the rhythm and work out what I'm going to do with the page edges. So what I'm going to do on there, I might need a thicker lace perhaps for that. Oh, I love this one, don't I? This one's beautiful. So maybe we'll use that on there, because it might just, because that paper's so pale, I will be able to see that. As long as there's nothing, yeah, I could use a bit of that along here. I'll have to probably trim it down a bit though, which is alright because I can still use the part that I cut off. Might be a bit flimsy. I might need to use paper on that one. This is my scrap that I was testing things on, but I quite like the look of it. It's not quite long enough. I also have these. Oh, I pulled these out a little. When I was looking through things, I saw these and I thought, oh, they might come in handy. Depends what. There's got pictures on them though, so let's have a look, see what's in here. That one might be alright, part of it. It is a little yellow. Maybe. No, it's still got, no, not really. Think. Oh, hang on. I've also got right here tucked. I've got this oh, look at that! Isn't that beautiful? This is the Craft pen and ink paper pad. I love this. I really do. Look at that. That's all lacy. Isn't that beautiful? What can we use? Oops. Oh, look, here we go. Here's some scrap pieces. That's lovely. That's lovely. Maybe. What's here? Oh, lace, yes. I'll take those. Okay, we'll start with that. That might be a nice addition. Put that back where it was hiding. In plain sight, mind you. It's just that I never look down. Well, I do look down there, but there's things in front of it. So, okay, let's have a look. This one's beautiful. Look at that. We could put a bit of that over it, couldn't we? Oh, almost perfect. It's a little bit short. But that's okay. How wide is that? Can't see the lighting. All right, just over 1.5. And let's just over 1.5. About there. So that can go there like that. Across like that. I've left that on because that's quite nice. I'll just trim the other end off. I could also use some beautiful lace on it as well. Which one? That one maybe? There's that one. Little scalloped one there, which is quite pretty. That one there, isn't that lovely? That way. Oh, dark, isn't it? I could stitch that dainty lace on there. That might be quite pretty. Could do that. I think I will. Try not to overthink things too much. Yeah. I will do that. I don't think it really needs anything else on that page because they're quite thinking. I don't want to make it too heavy because this is only lightweight paper. Okay. Right. I might bring it down a little bit and zigzag it on. That might just add a little bit more interest to it as well. I think that is what I will do. So that needs to be cut there, I think. Okay. That. And that one. Get the right end. Wrong end. Cut it right there. And I shall zigzag that along there, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've stitched that on like that. Now I want to put it on there, so I want to glue it on there. Add some glue. Just use the tacky glue to put it on. And that will give that pocket some strength as well. Okay. Oh, I might have to turn an overhead light on it. It's quite dark in here this morning. I can't really see what I'm doing. Just a moment. Let's see if that helps a bit so I can see. Just can't. It's moving down just a little bit. Careful, 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 careful. There we go. Okay, let's see if... It's a beautiful day outside. It's not overcast or anything, so I don't know why it's quite this dark in here today. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm going to run a stitch across the top and then close it up and maybe just put a stitch there as well and there on that side, and then I'll be back. Okay, so that's done. Let's just fold it nicely, and that's what that looks like. That was the back. That one there. Let's put that back in there. Put our tags back in. Oh, what's that? There's lots of threads here. Where's that will come from? Cut a few of those down a bit. Okay, that's that and that one goes back in there. Sorry about this, I got my arm scratched up in the garden, so alright. Okay, so we did that one. And I think there's one in each signature. We'll have to do them a bit different, perhaps. This one's, it's a thicker paper, so that's okay. Let's see, did that one? No, not that one. We did use this on the envelopes, so didn't we? So that's okay. We could use that one there. It's a wider lace. I think that's the one I used on the cover, isn't it? Yes, it is. So I could use that because it will show up quite nicely there. Okay, we'll use a bit of that and there. Move that there. And make sure we've got the right way. There. And there, like there, and say there. Okay. And I'll have it sort of scalloped over about there. I'm thinking, oh, these are not fabric scissors. That there. There. About there. Okay, let's have a look at that. So that can go on there like that. That would look quite pretty. I'll glue this on and then stitch around the edge of it, I think. Yeah. Take that out and take that out and take those out. Yeah, that's fine. So, because the scallop's coming up, I could do it that way, so the scallop comes down, and that way I could stitch it on across there and then down. That might be a better idea. That looks just a little bit crooked. So if I stitch that on, that way I won't have to glue it on. Okay, I'll do that up. I might do a zigzag stitch across and then a little bit of straight stitching down, and then I'll be back. Okay, that's done. Look at that. Such a pretty lace. So back in there, and that back in there like that, and that goes back like that. Like that, okay. So, and then there'll be one on the third signature as well. Not sure where. I thought there was one in 8. Oh, here it is. Here. That way. Okay, what are we going to do with that one? I could use this paper. Is that too white? I could always scuff it up a little bit with, you know, just doing that to mellow it a bit. I could. Okay, I'll use that. Once again, keep that on perhaps. So I wonder how wide that one is. Where's my ruler? Okay, just over 1.5. One and a half, about there. That. Okay, put it on that side this time, I think. Okay, and just a little bit over. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I want to scuff that up just a little. Just so it's not so bright white. Like that other one. See, this one was nice and creamy colour. So I'll just do the same sort of thing on this. I'll show you. Like, see that and that. I want it to look more like that. So, as if it's aged a little bit. Saturday here today. Home. Well, I'm home today, so that's nice. I feel like I'm out a lot these days. I'm a real homebody, actually. I love being at home. There we go. That's a bit better. Not so bright. So, I'm trying to think if I want any lace on this one as well. I'll glue it down first. Will I? Yeah, I can glue it down. That didn't take long, did it? There. Do I want to stitch a little bit of lace to that one as well. Let me see. These. Oh, there's that one. It's such an interesting trim. Oh, I don't think I've got enough. There's only a little bit of that one, so we won't be using all that. Could use a bit there, like that. And because this one's lovely as well. But there's only a little bit of this one as well. I could use that on that side, like that. Oh, look, just enough, really. In fact, not quite enough, really. But it will be fine. And I could stitch those on. I think this one you can gather up as well, but I don't have enough to play with it like that. So I'm just going to zigzag those two on, I think. And then I'll straight stitch the sides, and then I'll be back. Okay, so that's how that one worked out. That one goes that way, doesn't it? That. There. I've got that one there, like that. And that one like that. Okay, so they're nice. I like those. They're a little bit different, aren't they? I might just trim that a little, just so page can fold. And that one just ended just slightly short, but I think it still looks nice. So there we go. We have those done. What was I going to do before that? Oh, I was going to do some little, was I going to do page edge things? Oh, another thing. Where's the middle to that? Oh, is that it down there? Oh, no. Is that one? Oh, I don't know. Yes, it must be because there's a paper bag in there. I think the other one already had its paper bag, didn't it? This one got a paper bag too? Yes, it does. Okay, we found our bits. That's what I was going to say. That little... Where's it gone? That one. That one here, with all these little bits. I was wondering whether I should make a little bag for those bits to go in. Just so, although they're not going to slip anywhere, are they? I'll leave it for the time being. Okay, what am I making? I want to make some little page edges, I think, for... I'll start it, get inspired by starting and going through things that might need just something delicate on them. Nothing too heavy at this stage. So what have we got? I can also use these, for tuck spots as well if I wanted to. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Which way does that go? Like that. I don't know if would I keep that? I could keep that. I would have to glue it on, but that's okay. More little tucks and things, the better. I could... let me see what we've got in here. Oh, maybe that one. Or that one. Maybe that one. Just to soften it a bit, I could do that. In fact, I think I will do that. Make a tuck spot there. I'm getting to those page edges. Don't worry. Let me just... stitch that on. There. And that can go on like that. Okay, I can glue that on. Oh, this glue. Come on, glue. You can do it. And what usually happens by the time you get to this kind of stage of making a journal, you see things around you and you think, oh, I could do that with this and I could do this with that. And then as you're going through the journal, you just start adding things, and that makes, you know, it just starts to bring it all together. Now, I can come along and add little bits to this, but I tend to do that more towards the end of the journal. This is sort of just laying the foundation, getting the basics on the pages. And then before you finish it, you go through and think, oh, I can add a flower here and a bit of lace there and that sort of thing. So there we go. I think I had it. Did I have another? I had that piece, didn't I? What else have I got? I got another one. Oh, see, that was just, that's the same as that. I could add that as well. Do the same thing again for that, which I think I will. It's these ones, see, it's these flimsy little pages that I need to find something for. I could put that there like that. I'll round that first like that. Oh, where was that? Oh, here it is. There. Put a bit of that on there like that, and do exactly the same thing for this one. I'll be back. There we go, that one's done. So we've got another addition to this side as well. I'll put tags in there at a later stage. Okay, so, well, because I've done that, maybe I'll do one in the middle signature as well. I've got this little embed, it's got the same sort of thing going. We could find a spot in here. It's a different pattern, but that's okay because I used the floral on the first and the third before. I don't know if this has that flimsy. Oh, it does, that one there. That's flimsy. Is this one flimsy? Do we have anything? I could put it there. But then that's opposite that one, which is very similar. There was another flimsy, well, not flimsy, but I could put one there, like here, because I haven't got a pocket around there yet. So maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that one. All right, that one's done now as well. Okay, let's do some page edges. At least things are still getting done, aren't they? Okay, let's start again. That needs something doing, but we're looking for plain pages that need stuff doing to them. What's that? It's the middle, isn't it? But that and that. That could have a little something on it. Okay, we'll make a page edge. What are we going to use? There's this gorgeous little piece of lace there. I could use a bit of that. What else could I use in it? Maybe take it up. What's on the other side? Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Take it up a little. What else? Oh, I like that. I like this stuff. tuck, but I don't think so. Let's have a look. I'm just going to cut it there, and I'm going to perhaps just trim that there, and trim that like that, and leave one at the top. So like that, I could do that. And what else? I'm thinking I've got this lovely little flower trim here. Could have like one of those on there, and oh, we were using way too big. It might be a bit big, we'll see. Oh, this one looks smaller. I could have one of those there as well. That would be quite cute, wouldn't it? Let me try that. So I've got the lace and this little bit of thing here, and I'm just going to zigzag that together. I might scrunch the lace up a little bit behind it as well. So I'll go do that, and then I'll be back. Okay, like that. I quite like that. And that can go there. And I can glue that on. That's fine, because I've already stitched that together, and I don't really have to. I could have zigzagged it on, but it was easier to do it like this. So I can glue that on. Where's my other glue? Oh no, my glue leaked. I'm going to have to clean that up. Just a moment. Okay, that pretty much emptied the whole bottle out, so I'll have to use a different glue. What's this one? This is quick dry adhesive, machine washable, large, but Couture Creations. Okay, this is a new one we're trying. Put that there like that. Now I can use the lighter side, which is more blue. I think I'll use that because I've already been using that, haven't I? Just trim those little ends off like that and like that. Yes, I think that will be fine. Okay. Oh, I've got to open it. That there like that, and that one like that. And put something in the centre of them a little bit further down the track, and then I could have a charm or something, a little dangle hanging off that little loop there as well. So let me show you. There we go. That's a nice little one. I might make a few more of those. I quite like those. Do I want that down? I might just... quite like that little page edge. Yes, I do like that. I'm going to make some more of those. So I'll go ahead and make a few more, and then I'll come back and show you what I've done and explain. So I made another one of those. It's the same, but I'm going to probably put it on a page going that way. And for the middle signature, I've got a white lace, and I'm trying to use laces that are symmetrical rather than having a scallop on one side. I'm trying to use laces like that. This particular lace was this lace here, and it was a little bit stiff. So what I did was I just cut the very edge off and left this soft edge, and it was much easier to work with when I did that. But this one, I think I will, rather than stitch it on, I might just scrunch it up a little bit on the page with a bit of glue. We'll see how this goes. Just a very, came out a bit quick. Just a very fine bit of glue there. And then put that on, and just like you would, just scrunch it up. I hope it dries quick enough to do this though, that's the only thing. Just scrunch it up, it's easier. I've got to rethread my sewing machine, and I wanted to just do this. So just as it dries, keep giving it a bit of a scrunch like that, and then pressing. We should get the look we're going for, like that. Like a ripply kind of look. You could even pinch it with your nails and that, because it doesn't dry instantly. Like that. Okay, and I have this lovely little flower trim here. I thought I might put a bit of that. Maybe just 3 or 5. Let's try 5 first. Might be a bit big to go on top. Or maybe just place a few on there like that. Might be nice. I can come back and do something in the centres if I want later. Put one there. Oops. Make sure we got it the right way around. That way. Like that. And maybe one more. Maybe we'll put one there as well. So I could have that like that. I could add a few threads in it as well, perhaps. That might soften it a little bit more. Just by I think so. I think that will look quite nice to have a few threads in it. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Don't need too many. I don't want to overpower it. And these are just my sewing machine threads that I keep. Just the end bits. So put that there. I can squish it down in a minute. Another bit. Another bit there. Like that, maybe. Oh, picked it up. Stay. Okay. one down here. So I'll put that one there like that, that one like that, and that one like that. Yeah, I quite like that. I'll let it dry before I play with it too much. And I can, if I find there's too many threads, I can just, you know, take a couple out. That's nice. Okay, so that was something different. And we will place this one as well in the back. Find a nice naked little spot for that. Something that needs, a page that needs something. That page needs something. Is there another one? That page kind of needs something. Might put it on this page here. Whoops, you can't see. This page here, we'll put that one there. Once again, I could put a little dangle on that, so let's have a look. Like that. Oh dear, did I just... Yeah. Like that. I'm not worried about the lace being straight, it's more the cording in the centre that I want straight. Let that dry, I think. Yes, I like those. I think they look quite nice. Hopefully that glue will dry a little bit more transparent than, not as shiny. Not as shiny, that's the word. Okay, we'll let that dry. Now what? Don't particularly want the dark bit on the end. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Couple more page edges, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be fine. I don't know, what are we going to do with this now? What shall we do? That one's drying. Let's find another. There was another page in here that needed something, I think. Must have been that one. I thought it was more plain than that one though. I could use the other side of the paper bag. I could, because it stands out quite nicely on that. Just 2, 4, 6. bring this over, get a piece that can go like that. And then what else have we got lying around here? Oh, I've still got all these little doily bits I could use as well. Like just like that. What else? What else? Oh, I like this one. Something like that, couldn't I? Yeah. Something like that. Could stitch it on. Does it need something else on there as well, though? Let me think. What about... quite cute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is just some trim I was using the other day on something totally different. It's off an old top, just adding a little bit of texture. I quite like that. Yes, that could work. Okay. See, that's just a little page edger. It doesn't have to do anything, it just looks pretty. And you could make those they're like little snippets, that's all they are. You could make these, make a whole pile of those sorts of things and then just put them on everything, which is exactly what I'm going to do, I think. I'm going to use all my bits and pieces and make some little skinny snippets and then I'll be back. I'm going to use that exact same formula, so I'll be back. Okay, so here's what I've done. I've made some long page edges or little snippets, skinny snippets, and I've just put a part of an applique from Lavish Laces, mainly because there was a dark image on the paper behind that and I wanted to lighten it a bit. So I've done a couple of those ones, and then that one there with a different flower in the center as well. And this is some edge of the wider lace, a piece of the Craft paper, and then I've got some brown tulle and I've just scrunched that up as I zigzag that all together. So that's what those three are. And then these three here are very similar, but instead of using tulle, I've used threads. So I've got Lavish Laces, scalloped edged lace, bit of the Craft paper, zigzagged with loose threads on there, and then I've glued a little fabric flower. So I've got a couple of those, and then one in a different color tone, just another different edged lace from Lavish Laces. And then I also have these. Now you saw these ones, and then I went ahead and made these ones, and I just used the little bits of paper doily that I had lying around on my desk behind them, and then a pretty Lavish Lace scalloped edge lace there as well, some smaller ones. So now I need to put them all in the journal. So let's see, I'll do the first signature for you, and then I'll go ahead and do the rest by myself. So where do we need these things? Best to find somewhere that needs a little something. Oh, and these ones can also go on tags and things as well to top tags off. So, okay, this page could do with something, couldn't it? And this page here. This page definitely needs something. So maybe one of these ones could go on here like that. And I can glue that on. That looks quite pretty. I might just put a bit of glue on that leaf there as well. Glue that down. I have it so the scallop is just coming out a little bit, like that. There we go. It's quite pretty, isn't it? Like that. Okay, so that's the first one. So there, we want one of these ones now. A larger one. So a larger one could go to the back of the signature, I'm thinking. So there's the back of the signature. Hang on, we could, oh, well, we've got that there. That might be, here we go. We have a page here. That could do with that there. I think so. All right, that's easy. Put that one there. And I'm placing the glue where the paper is. That way we won't see it. And I'll just about there like that. That's fine. There we go. And I can come along and trim those threads if they annoy me at any stage. Okay, and now we also want one of these ones. Which one do we want on the... that one will be fine. So let's have a look where that could be used. It could go there quite easily. But we're looking for things that need a little something extra. Oh, I think I was going to put one there, wasn't I? On the paper bag. So we'll do that. We'll put that there. Put that on the paper bag. Fill that spot up, and I'll just put a little bit on here as well. Not too much. Okay. Put that there. Like that. Okay. Oh, it's very close to that one, but it's there now. It's there now. Unless... no, it's there. It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. And then I want... what was that one? That was that one. I want one of these. These ones at the back somewhere. Try and keep it staggered a bit. Not opposite that one. Okay, so where are we going to put this one? Where is it? Is that it? Oh, here. Here it is. It could go up there like that. Like that. I want it. Could go there. Like that. That would look alright, wouldn't it? What's on that page? That. Like that or like that. I think having the lace coming out would be nice. Yeah. Or I could have it down the bottom like that, which is quite nice too. I might do that. Okay. Oh, it comes out quick. Comes out very quick. Like that. Okay. Like that. Yep, that's fine. Just like that. And then I can go ahead and do the same in the other two signatures. Alright, they're all glued in. I'll go through the first signature with you again. That gives you an idea of how it's filling up nicely. Remember, I haven't finished the front cover yet. So this is where we're up to for the first signature. We put a new pocket on. We covered these little tuck spots. We put some little snippets on, and another one there, a long skinny snippet. Oh, we also did these lovely ones. I do like these. I'm going to make some more of those, I think. Maybe not just for this journal, but to have in my stash. I love those. The way they're just nice and skinny like that. And you can make those all out of your scraps. What else? We put this one on here. And that one there as well. And we also covered, oh, that's the next signature. Okay, so that's how the first signature's going. And so obviously the other two are going like that as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today. I've thoroughly enjoyed doing these things. And I look forward to joining you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.